hoes and I still don't ever call them. Why would I call them? Bitch, you know I'm ballin'. Spend that money, make it bounce back like Spalding. Got a new nigga and he say he from New Orleans. If he ain't talking money, nigga, why the fuck you talking?
And we're back for another episode of Dear Showrunners. I'm your girl Jo.
I'm Am.
And this is a podcast where we talk about TV,
and a little life.
Amen.
We get off topic.
Every week we get off topic. So, sad news first.
Mm-hmm.
Power's over.
Yeah, no more power.
I just felt like I was missing something Sunday.
Yeah, it did feel like I needed to watch something. Like, I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to be watching right now?
Exactly, because Power and Survivor Remorse went off on the same time.
Oh,
so
that was the last episode of Survivor Remorse?
Yes, we're done with that too. So I was missing something.
Yeah, like, so what come on Sundays?
Well, my race is basketball-wise, but...
Yeah, that don't matter.
That don't really matter.
I think Westworld starts on HBO, which I started to watch, but I didn't finish watching.
Is Insecure gonna come on? What's the name?
It's gonna come on Sundays.
Oh,
that
we'll
actually
talk about
started
that
this week. Yes,
let's discuss.
That's on my notes for previews this week.
Okay, great, because
yes, that has to be on our notes. That was so good.
I didn't write that now.
We've been quoting Insecure all week.
All weekend. Because I feel like they should have never put that teaser up.
Oh, yes.
I even went and started watching Aqua Black Girl. So, okay, I'm not going to talk about it because I'm about to go right into...
What? Have you watched Aqua Black? You never watched Aqua Black Girl before?
I had never watched it until this weekend. But
it's so funny.
The way that I feel like is they took her YouTube show and made it into an HBO show.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
Just wanted to make sure I was on the same.
Shout out to Issa Rae.
Okay, shout out to Queen Sugar.
Queen Sugar.
So can I just say, when it came on this week, I got kind of happy because I thought that the intro music wasn't going to come on.
We should always know that the intro music is going to make its debut.
I hate the thing.
I want to know. I really want to know. Like, is that Ava, like, nephew or something that came up? Because I'm just waiting for it to tie into the show. Because it just literally makes no sense.
So if you get it, can you let us know? Because I don't get it.
Into the lines, take flight. That's all I know. And I hate it. Every time I come on, I be like, this deep ass show with this silly ass thing. However, this upsets me. But,
it does.
okay.
I just look at the TV and roll my eyes.
Yes, I hate it. But go ahead.
However, this episode was entitled By Any Chance.
By Any Chance. I wonder what that means.
I know. So let's think about that. When we get to the close,
we're going to try to tie it back in.
Yeah.
Because clearly they named these shows for a reason.
Okay, so this week we open up with Nova.
Mm-hmm. Back to our old opening.
Back to our old open. We see Nova and we see the drug guy.
Yeah, yep.
Which I thought was very ironic, the fact that... Okay, I'm going to jump ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So when she was talking to Calvin, well, when she got done with talking to him, and she found out that he got caught with a blunt that was sold to him by the guy that she gave the drugs to. I felt like she was responsible for it.
I think that's why Calvin said, like, you're such a fucking hypocrite. Like, you say you fighting for these people, but then at the same time,
he so caught her on her shit.
Yeah,
and that was so accurate.
He did.
Because you are kind of like...
Which it really doesn't make sense. Like, to me, like... And maybe that's why she, like, she feels so connected to this case, because it's like this young boy, just like you said, Too Sweet. What African American, boy do you know nicknamed Too Sweet? And, like, maybe she really do kind of feel guilty, but she clearly don't feel that guilty because she's still selling it to him.
No, I feel like she didn't know at first. When she found out, I think the guilt.
Oh, okay.
You could see her change when he told her, like, yeah, I sold him that, blah, blah, blah. She kind of, like, took the drug, took the money.
Oh, yeah, she told him, like, hurry up and take this.
Yeah, like, just go.
I didn't pick up on that, but I should have. Okay.
I picked up. And so, because everybody has been on this police brutality, I thought this was, like, the most, I think Nova always has, like, the dopest and most thought-provoking lines when it comes to her character, because when Calvin was talking about, I work with honorable men and women whose family prayed that their loved one come.
And she said that's the same thing that Black African Americans do every single day.
She was like, that's the same thing mothers say about their sons for over 300 years. And that's so true.
But the fact that she said for over 300 years, I was like, ugh. Like, it just hit me there because it is the truth. Like, that is just our history that we've had with the United States. To me, one thing that I do love about TV and I like about shows that actually choose to explore this type of topic,
right?
And like Orange is the New Black did a really good job on it this season as well, is because they get to show two different sides.
Absolutely.
Which, like, people, I don't want to say everybody, but it seems like people don't think that African Americans are unable to view both sides of the situation.
Right.
And I think that's why we are always saying, like, we're not saying all cops are bad. We're saying that.
Not.
Like, nobody's saying that. Like, we do realize that there is also a fear and there's also prayer that's going on the other side. But you also have to realize, like, this is something that we've been dealing with for a very long time.
And not only that, but this is a position that you chose.
Yeah, like, you chose to be a police officer. Like,
police officer.
Because I'm driving down the street and my car is broken down. Like, you don't choose to be black. You don't choose to get shot. Like, you don't choose to have these type of situations that somehow just keep getting out of hand, but they don't seem to happen to any other race.
And let me just clarify, I'm not saying that just because you choose to be a police officer, you choose to be bad-mouthed or get killed.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's a choice. Race is not a choice.
Yeah. But it's just like how Calvin said, like, there are police officers that have, families and generations and generations of people who have, who choose to go into law enforcement. So,
and they do a great
we get
job.
that, and they do a great job.
And we are thankful and grateful for those. But there's also that handful that F it up for the whole department.
And it's just like any other occupation.
Absolutely.
You're going to have those that excel in the field, and you're going to have those that make people think differently about it. Like, if you think about it, back in the day, accounting, like, I'm an accountant by trade. So before this big, like, the what's his name? The guy that was in New York, the Bernie Madoff. Before the big Bernie Madoff thing, people were able to put out any type of information to their shareholders. They were able to just say whatever they wanted to say. So if they lost $100 million that quarter, they could go ahead and put out and say, oh, well, we didn't lose $100 million. We only lost $20 million. And that was okay. But after this Bernie Madoff thing happened, then they realized they had to go back and put laws in place and put an advisory board in place to make sure that people oversee the information that's being given to the public.
Absolutely.
So it's just like you have to have a scales, you have to have balance, and I feel like somehow the balance and the checks and balance of law enforcement are just not there.
They're not, and that's what we're missing. But I do love the fact that we are able to point out different sides of the spectrum without a lot of judgment. Yep. Because a lot of people, everything now is with so much judgment, so much hate. Just to see it in a positive light, like, hey, yeah, we get it. You're right. There are men and women that go out and protect us, and their families pray that they make it home in one piece. And then on the flip side, hey, there's also black mothers that tell their sons every day. Not even sons, black daughters, black mothers. Like, there's just black people in general that pray that their sons we pray that we make it home, and we have to live within these certain standards. Like, make sure you don't have dreads in your hair, make sure you don't have a big old afro, make sure you don't talk this way. Like, nobody else have to have all of these stipulations put on their existence, but supposedly us, which that's not right. Right. So I just always like that about Nova's character. So I really like that. She has very deep lines. She does. So let's jump to Charlie, and Charlie goes to see Melina. Which I'm like... AKA Honey, right? Yeah, Charlie just takes everything. Like, and I don't know if that is just... That must be something they got from their daddy or something, but that is definitely a family trait of the bullheadedness, of the... I'm just going to do what I want to do because I feel like that's right. We see it in Nova, we see it in Ralph Angel, and now we see it in Charlie. Absolutely. Okay, I never put that together, but they all do have that certain characteristic that they're very strong-minded, which you have to love about them. But just like the lawyer says, she goes to sit down with Melinda, and what does Melinda tell her? AKA Honey. She says, have you ever been raped? Which is like, AKA, all right. You don't know your husband. Which means she is sticking to her thing. So I really think he did this. Like, it really seems like he must have did something to her. So I'm going to preface this by saying, I'm going to apologize ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say what I'm going to say, but I'm not saying that I mean it all the way. If y'all get this.
Look, I got lost, so if y'all got it, I'm like halfway there. I'm trying to hold on.
Rape is something very hard to prove when you are a prostitute.
Yes, that's very true.
And I'm not saying that it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that that's going to be a very hard thing to prove, only because you've already paid her for services. So you've had sex with her.
Mm-hmm.
So to prove when that sex happened and when the rape happened,
mm-hmm.
I think it's hard for anybody to prove.
Yeah, but
because there's a rape kit out
that's
there.
what I'm going to say, because the rape kit, I think that helps.
But still, with the rape kit, that could have been sex they had from earlier.
True.
You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not making excuses for him. It's probably what I was trying to preface and say, that I'm not making excuses for him. And I'm not saying rape is something that anybody should ever go through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, when you are a prostitute, when you are that line, when you sell
your body
for money, rape is hard to kind of prove, especially if you're saying the person that paid you for sex is the same person that raped you.
This is true.
So,
but then there's that. Her whole defense could be, just because I am a prostitute don't mean that I'm going to accept any everything. Like, I'm sure there's prostitutes that have very hard limits and probably choking and, there's probably things that they talk about up front and say, okay, well, I'm not into this, I'm not into that. But just like you said, like, I'm sure the lines get blurred when it's like, well, I'm paying for this, so I'm going to do what I want to do. But just like you said, like, that doesn't mean that she deserved to get raped anymore or less.
I'm not saying that she deserved to get raped.
It's just a gray area.
Really hard.
And I think one thing that Charlie said that I think stuck with her is when she said, like, your name is not out there right now, but what's going to happen when your names get out there? Because we have seen how the media can dig into your past, how they can pull up any type of skeletons in your closet, and because it's associated to such a high profile person, like, this is literally going to be everywhere.
And on the flip side, Charlie is hilarious because on a less serious note, she saw her, so you're a prostitute. Escort.
Exactly.
You pay to have sex.
Exactly. Like, it don't matter what it's called. Yeah, it don't matter what it's called. Like, you pay. This is your line of duty. Like, you should know how much you are willing to take and how much you aren't willing to take.
And so Melina says she's taking how much?
She'll take $3 million.
And a face-to-face. I am interested to see that face-to-face.
Yeah.
So I had a thought, though. Does Melina have a baby by him? Like, is this maybe not a first-time situation?
Yeah, because, what does this mean you don't know your husband?
You get what I'm saying? To
me,
she
keeps saying that.
To me, it makes me seem that y'all done did this a lot.
A couple times. And this is the time
you're
it
not
went out of
escort.
bands. Yeah.
You his side piece.
And then the thing is, so maybe this took place in Houston. I guess that's the other thing, because it's like, if she's from Houston and now they got to go back down to Houston and have this whole talk.
And did you see her house?
Yeah, and it's not like she, like, hurting for money. Like, I actually thought she came for money, so I'm like, okay, so now I'm really confused.
Okay, so I thought
and she looks like a very nice girl, which, whatever.
So
like,
I'm sure. Like, does she have a baby? Ooh. Maybe she got pregnant and she told him. Maybe they had an argument. Maybe this is blackmail. I don't know.
I'm gonna put that down. Possible baby in the thing.
When she gave her price and she told her she wanted a face-to-face, I said, does Melina have a baby?
See, I feel like the face-to-face is too... It's because she still wants that validation. Like, yeah, you may just be paying me and it may just be going away and your life may become easier. But you need to look me in my face and admit that you raped me. And I want you to do it in front of your wife, because clearly you got everybody thinking that you're this Boy Scout. But I know how you really are.
Absolutely.
So I think that's how I took the sit down, because I just feel like she just wants him to admit it, and she needs for him to admit that this happened.
I definitely think that's another side of it, but I also just had that baby thing that kind of creeped up on me, like, oh, is she pregnant? Maybe so.
That'd be crazy.
I think that would be like a really interesting twist to it.
Yep.
And Charlie will also see another side of her husband, which may push her further into Remy's sexy ass her arms. Because
I just feel like she just right now is just kind of really not feeling him.
But she's really feeling Remy.
But she is really feeling Remy. Like, because he's just, but who's, not to like about Remy. Like, he seems to be attentive. He's funny. Like, oh my God, that dirt thing was so cute. When he was like, yeah, you can know that the dirt is good because it still tastes sweet.
Like, don't eat that. I was like, ooh.
That was so cute. I was like, oh, Remy.
And I was like, Remy is so sexy.
He don't even have to try. Like, he just...
It's something that...
But then this is my thing. Like, so, Remy is... He seems to have his head together.
Right.
He seems, he own his own... No, he doesn't own his own farm, but
I'm not sure what he does.
Yeah, something with...
We're not clear.
I remember they had that conversation, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But my thing is, why Remy ain't got a woman? Or do we just not know about Remy having a woman?
Let me just tell you, if he was down there and I was down there, honey,
I need him to go everywhere he go. Like, hi, how you doing?
Brittany,
you said you need some help. I would have been up in that diner with him. I would have been everywhere because his sexy ass.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there might be more to come. More for now. They're still writing that into the script. So.
But I am curious to know more about Remy and like. What's his home situation like? Because he is like being super duper nice to Charlie.
Into Charlie.
He's clearly into Charlie.
Because even with her stubbornness, he's
helping her. Like he's pushing past these barriers. But I'm like, what is this about? Yeah, just like I thought about Hollywood, but we'll get there.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm bi. I feel really bad.
Oh my God, I'm just going through it. Like, shit, she can't catch a break right now.
That opening episode with her friends. And then...
It was so embarrassing. Because they was just like, oh yeah, we black girl magic. And they was like about to toast. And this little fucker gonna come up talking about something. I need you to come back in. Like, why would you do that? Like, you clearly saw that she was with her friends.
He's an asshole in general. He ain't never ran his own business. Ever. So he like control. That's his issue.
He's young and entitled.
And I just really want to take our vibe because I've been there and I know that feeling. Mm-hmm. So it's almost as if you feel not enough. Mm-hmm. You don't feel validated. You like, damn, where in life did I fuck up?
Yeah.
My friends are doing great, and I'm here. No, I don't own my brother's farm. I'm a waitress, if nothing else.
Yes, but I think it was just...
And I think her friends felt bad.
Yeah, of course.
Like, oh, shit.
Like, shit, she worked here. And we was kind of just like...
Yeah, and I don't think they meant it in a malicious way.
Yeah, I don't even think they care. Like, honestly.
Me
like,
either.
I think it was just
even after
that...
the fact.
Yeah, I just think it was just that they knew, like... Damn, that's kind of fucked up. Like,
like...
We just put all of our stuff out there, and we clearly didn't follow up to see, like, what's going on with her. So I felt so bad for her.
I did. But I also enjoyed the moment when I got high with Charlie and Nova.
Yes! Like, wasn't that, like, the best? Like, that was literally, like, my favorite scene this episode.
That was the best.
And her gonna talk about Hollywood, that's like, TMI.
I was cracking up like,
But did you pick up on that when she was just like, oh, so who is it, a girl? And then she's like, I thought that was just a college phase. And I'm like,
I picked up on that.
But you heard what Nova said, talk about something. It's not about the package. It's about the interior. What was that?
She did say something about the interior. Oh, I didn't write it down.
I forgot. Yeah, I wish I would have had it, but it was such a good one when she was just like, yeah, it's not about the outside. It's about the interior or something like that.
Broke up.
Yeah. And I think she was also saying that because if it gets out that she's with Calvin, it's like, it's not about it's not about him being a white boy. It's about him being a good person inside.
But is he really a good person because he's having an affair with you and his wife
and he has a whole family, like little babies, little babies. Like they ain't even like teenagers where you can be like, we ain't even doing it no more. Like y'all clearly doing this.
That was real. So I'm by. I mean, not by Hollywood has left.
Yes.
He's supposed to be doing a mysterious job.
Yes, but we still don't know anything about this job.
But, so, we find out that Hollywood is not having an affair. However, he has a
wife. Which I said.
But,
yeah.
They're separated.
Yes. But remember when I said, like, I just feel like it's something more to that story. I feel like he had a surprise family, and it come to find out he has an estranged wife.
who has bipolar.
Who's bipolar and who's clearly not over him. And he definitely, and I wrote down, he has a type. Like, because Maxine Shaw look just like I'm bi. I'm like, what in the world?
Oh, Maxine.
And that's when she came on the screen. I'm like, Maxine,
what you doing here?
all I'm gonna just say, this is a random side note, like, all these black TV shows are, like, pulling black actors up out of retirement. Like, yes, you come to the TV show, you get a TV show, you get a TV show.
Because they're excellent actors.
Yeah, and they deserve it. And I feel like, I mean, they are the ones who paved this whole way. Like, I'm still holding on Philip is single. Like, maybe a relaunch. I don't know. Like, that would just be so. Queen Latifah,
that whole show is
just everything. It was like friendship. It was just everything.
It was the ups and downs of friendships, relationships,
career, body image,
yourself.
Like, it was so much. I love the show.
So if you shot out there, a relaunch of Living Single.
Yes,
very close to it.
Come on,
Girlfriends.
Netflix. Oh, girl, come through.
Insecure, low key. But wait a minute, our next one.
But Tony needs to be there if they're gonna come back with Girlfriends.
Absolutely,
because I did not like it without Tony. Like,
absolutely,
Tony's
I need all of them.
Yes,
I need the core.
But just like I said, Insecure may be our break, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna stop talking about Insecure.
So let's jump to Ralph. First of all, let's talk about we didn't see no Blue this episode.
Where's Blue at?
So shout out
Maybe
to
he had to go to
directors.
school.
I need some more Blue in
I need Blue like every episode, at least for a minute to 2 minutes.
Can I just get a hug?
If he just smile, walk by, I'm good. Like, I just need to see my Blue.
Yes.
At all times.
Ralph Angel and his job. So let's first talk about the job and the fact that they are shorting all their workers.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck is that about? And my thing talks on the price of freedom isn't free. First of all, that is illegal, first of all.
It is. And second of all,
like, by a whole day?
I have to show my parole officer that I work 40 hours. So, how am I showing I work 40 hours if you only pay me for 32?
Like, you took a whole day away from them. So, that mean they working for free a whole day? Like, that's crazy.
Get over.
That's not right.
And so... Oh boy!
So maybe that's why he accept people. That's probably why he accept convicts, because he knows he'll be able to do them like that. But just like I said, that guy got too many damn hookups. Too many damn hookups. Still in the street. And I don't like him
because he's still pushing that off on Ralph Angel, and he's really trying to get away from it.
So wait, did he put those?
He did. Because he really wants him to help him get.
But sir, I don't need you to do that, because if I get caught up, I'm going back to jail.
Sorry, first of all, your cousin, all of a sudden, he ain't
really my cousin. That's how people be talking. Well, I mean, he my real cousin. Like, he just like Pookie,
girlfriend, brother-in-law.
I don't like that. Like, first of all, I was your cousin, your ace-boom coon. You got the hookup, and all of a sudden, it ain't really your cousin.
And I'm paying $15,000.
I'm gonna need that $15,000 back, bro. Like, by any means necessary.
So, I just really hope for Ralph Angel that he remains
He needs
strong.
to get away from it. I honestly, like, at this point, like, I wish, and I know this is, like, far-fetched, like, I wish Ralph Angel would go and talk to his parole officer and talk to Charlie. Like, if there's a way that I can show you that I'm working on this farm for 40 hours a week, and I'm able to show you that I'm bringing income in, is there a way that this can count? Because I just really don't like where he work at. Like, I just feel like it's, especially that guy and the people around him. Like, honest. And then another thing, I thought convicts weren't supposed to be around each other. Like, I really thought, like, it was supposed to be, like, a period where you're not supposed to be hanging out with other convicts.
Is it?
Well, that's how they said on Orange is the New Black, but whatever.
Oh,
maybe that's not.
Where you got that from?
Yeah, because I don't really know.
I thought you did
prison laws. No, I didn't do any research.
God damn it.
Sorry, TV research. I'm getting my TV. Yes, TV research. But yeah, so I want him to get away from that job. Like, I don't like this job.
That job is gonna put him back in jail.
It makes me very nervous.
Gonna snap.
Yeah. And he's definitely gonna snap on old boy.
Oh, because he didn't tell him time and time again, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be a part of it. But let's talk about Charlie and the scene at the auction with Ralph Angel in the back, and
Ralph Angel was so pissed. Like, why did she? But then at the same time, it's like, Ralph Angel, if we can get a better tractor, like, I get that it's your daddy tractor, but if we can get a better tractor, why not do it?
I think that was just something to hold on to his dad.
That's
He's
what it
still
is.
looking for something to hold
and
on
I
to
think
his
he was
dad.
just like, once again, like, I'm getting fucked over. Don't nobody care about what I think. Let me just go on about my business.
That old man was so mad. He was
He said, I'm too old for this. He said, I'm too old for this, and I can't be your plan manager because you don't listen.
You don't listen, but she don't listen.
She don't.
She got sucked up into Sam.
Yeah, because she wanted to
him.
show him that. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I get how Remy and them was saying, like, she got money. And, sorry, but the what's Face's house and the lady in the red bottom shoes, sir, don't be calling out my clothing. There are other things you can identify me by than my red bottom shoes. And that's why Remy and old boy was mad, because he tried to, like, put her money out there. But I'm like, she does have money. Why does she need to sit up here and act like she don't have money?
But I guess it makes everything else. I guess maybe when she's trying to get other things, it makes people think that she don't really need it.
So they're going to, like, jack up the price or do something. They can take advantage of her.
Yeah. But, okay, so what did Remy do? So she's not buying the one that she bid on. She got a lower price one?
No, I think she needed to buy something else. So we may need to go back and watch it, but I thought that she also needed to buy one more thing. Because remember, he was like, can you buy anything else on your list? And she was like, he's like, no, because you blew your budget. But then he was like, but it's okay because I had my friend get it and we can go get them from here. So I thought that it was like he made it to where she was able to get like
both
two things.
prices.
Yeah. And one for a relatively cheaper price. So
she would be
I don't know, but clearly we see like Sam has it out for blood for Charlie.
Sam got it out because he wanted that lamb badly. He just knew he was gonna get it.
He did, but then I just don't like how he keep throwing this like race. Like, yeah, you don't see no more of your kind. Like, you don't see none of the women, and you don't see no more of your kind up in here.
Don't worry about what I do.
Don't worry about me.
And that's what got tried because she like, don't play.
Yeah, she like, don't worry.
I got this.
Worry.
I have this.
Don't you worry.
It's in the bank.
And
it's
it
disposable
is.
income.
And it is. This my shoe allowance. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the stricter on the shoe allowance.
Right.
For your business. But yeah, like, but she clearly, now we see like other farmers are gonna be looking at her kind of sideways.
Exactly, because she's not really listening to the advice of people that know what they're gonna do. But I think it was a great setup for Micah and them to move down there. And that's
because she needs to be, because she really needs to be more like hands-on. But it's just like Remy said, like, you can't be popping in, which I don't get how she thought that was going to work anyway.
Because she thought,
but what I don't like is that it's like, because she's there and all of a sudden that means Ralph Angel's not going to be involved. Like, I need Ralph Angel to still be, because I feel like he needs this farm.
I wouldn't say that he wouldn't be involved.
But no, remember when Remy came up, he's like, no Ralph Angel. She's like, well, I'm around. Like, I'm here now. So I thought she was kind of saying it like she not doing it.
I think she was just saying it as he's not here, but I am for the moment. Like, you know, he went to work.
Yeah, I just need him to be involved. And like, did he tell them that he got a job? Like, communication. I don't think they know. Communication.
They're not
That's
good
all
with
I
that
need.
communication.
I just need some type of communication going on.
Because I think for so long, all three of them have been in their own world. Mm-hmm. So it's no need for me to communicate back and forth what I'm doing my day by day lessons. No, I said I'm
not even used to it. Yeah, it's like, and I'm not even used to talking to you like that on a day-to-day basis. So that makes sense.
I always still feel bad for Micah. He's just so stuck.
Poor Micah. He like, I just want to go.
I don't want to be here.
He will go in the middle of nowhere.
Charlie's like,
as long as he She like, what? Huh? Okay.
I can make that happen.
Let me arrange this real quick. But Micah don't want to be in LA no more, which is crazy because just the beginning of the season he was trying to do every single thing to run home.
But that's because he wanted to get back to Stella, and now his little heart is broken because Stella done fucked around with some other little boy, and all this paparazzi, he just can't get it to their head. It's a lie.
And so what did you think about that part where his dad had asked him, like, he was saying that other private schools just kept asking him about basketball, and he was like, well, I really don't want to play basketball no more.
I think his dad felt hurt.
Yeah.
It was almost, so it reminded me of Love and Basketball. Same movie. But
classic.
Omar Epps had always said, I guess I needed ball when I was trying to be like my dad, and now I just want to be better than him.
Yep.
So it was one of those moments where I kind of realized
there's other things I can do.
I have to do this. I was doing this to be, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's That's hard though, especially if he genuinely loved the game.
Yeah, but that's not like. Do you think it is? I mean, do you really think that he's really over basketball, or it's just like it's with your daddy, with Stella? Like it's just too much. It's like I just don't want to even think about it right now.
I think that's hard to say because we haven't seen that part of his life.
True.
So we don't know how.
Like maybe he wasn't even that good. Like who knows?
We don't know if he was good. We don't know if he was one of the people that played and practiced every day. Yep. Mm-hmm. He just went to
chill.
I don't know how involved he was in basketball, so I can't say that he just it's too early to tell.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I think that's it.
I think we covered everything.
I think it was a pretty much straightforward episode. It wasn't too much spectacular about it.
I think we still just learning the characters. Like I feel like it's kind of. I think it's kind of hard to like try to predict anything that's going on.
It's very hard.
Yeah, because we're just really trying to get to know these characters, and really the story is just unfolding. So now, now we're able to see. Like last episode, they had last episode they decided, okay, we are gonna keep this farm. Oh, I think it was the episode before that. We're gonna keep this farm. We're gonna do it for a year. Last episode, we see them try to do it while keeping their lives like kind of just still living their day-to-day lives, but then they realize now Charlie like, okay, I need to be there. So now we got her from LA and now she's down there. Right. So
I think like you said, it is going to be hard to really predict, except for like little stuff like Melina having a baby. Mm-hmm. But to predict storylines,
it's just too hard because we don't even know the characters, and
I think the story is still unfolding. For the core story.
Yeah, period. The story is just unfolding.
It's still unfolding.
So why do you think about Any Chances? What do you think? Why do you think that title?
Maybe like just taking risks. Maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say because I feel like I was going to get around to that, like because I feel like maybe this may be a episode that kind of circles around Charlie and how she took that risk by going to go see Melina. Right. And she wanted to roll the dice on that. Yeah. And then she wanted to roll the dice and, try to do this whole trailer thing and try to do it out with a foreign person, but it didn't quite work out. Then she also rolled the dice and was like, well, let me just throw this out here to Micah, like, let's just move, and it ended up working out. So
I completely agree. I
maybe
think
that's what it was.
Maybe this episode was based, because we did see a lot of Charlie in her life.
Yeah.
So maybe this was Charlie taking chances, and just different chances, something that she's probably never done before. Mm-hmm. So I'm clean with it. I can't wait for next week.
Yep, me too.
So,
I'm always excited.
What we really have not talked about is Survivor Remorse. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to kind of go over that last 2 episodes, which...
They always could. If it was... The last 2 episodes could just be an hour episode. Like, if you think about it.
It just could have been an hour episode. Mm-hmm. And I wanted something else.
Yeah, for some reason, like...
I was missing something this
storyline is just like it's again watching out of obligation, like because it's just something about like okay, like Cassie went to go meet Chang's parents, and it was like that was cool and all, but in the grand scheme of things, what does it really mean for the storyline? Like and I feel like they keep dragging out like this Mary Charles
bad season.
Yeah, like I just think they didn't have a good season. Which last year I didn't tell y'all this, but I was thinking this like at the end of last season, like with them making that decision to kill off
Mike,
Mike Epps and their uncle, pretty much. Like I just knew that was going to be a gamble. And like, so one thing I did like about this season is I really like Reggie. And I really like, of course, I love Missy. Like, I love those two, like, just because I felt like we got to learn more about them, especially on a personal level when it comes to Reggie and just understanding his background, and then Missy, and then we understand, like, she used to have a job and she used to work as this. You know, like, her coming out of that whole housewife shadow. So I really enjoyed them a lot. But I didn't like what they did to Cam this season. And I felt like he was actually like a secondary character.
That's what I was going to say. I think Reggie became like the main focus this season. Mm-hmm. And Cam's storyline was really secondary because it's like Reggie was trying to go through all these milestones. Like inking a deal and... Now
that you think about it, really was a Reggie season.
It was a Reggie season.
Like, this is about Reggie.
Yeah, so I can say that I was slightly disappointed.
And I mean, if you think about that last episode, like, where the hell was Allison at? Like, are they even still together?
So that was my thing. I haven't seen Allison goddamn near all season.
Like, what is that?
What is going on with
about?
your relationship? I need to know because I enjoy that relationship.
And then they like threw in that random line about the owner and the reporter, which I'm like,
so y'all don't get together now?
Like, but what? Who cares? Like, honestly, like, what does it have to do with this thing? Like, I feel like they were just all over the board this season.
I think they need to refocus.
Yes,
and they need to have intention behind next season.
Come on, bro. Intention, yes.
Yeah, they need to rework it because I was missing it.
Yeah, like and
I always look forward to it, and so I was very optimistic that once Mike left, that they would still be able to carry on. But it didn't happen.
Yeah, it just to me this was not a good season for them. Like it just wasn't good.
So let's just jump into really briefly because, like I said,
we talked about most of this stuff.
It was what it was. What I thought was funny was when we talked about when Cassie told her rape story about how M. Chuck got here.
I was just waiting for the joke.
Me too.
I'm like, come on, where the punchline? Like, where are you gonna make me laugh at? And I don't know if that's because that's her character. Yeah, but see, it can't just be you and it can't just be me because we literally both thought the same thing. So I don't know if
she was saying, and I was like, okay, come on.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's how she said it or how the lines was written or if it's just because that's how we don't expect her character to ever go deep. But I really felt like that was like a punchline that didn't have a punching any. Like it was just to me, I was like. Okay, she was serious. Like, I didn't take her serious. I was
literally still waiting for her to come back and say, oh, I was lying.
Yeah, me too, the whole time.
I was exaggerating.
Like, literally the whole episode, I was waiting for her. Like, when I thought that she was when she was calling Cam, I thought that she was going to say, well, baby, I was just playing. Like, I was just tired of you asking me. Like, I thought something was going to happen, but I guess, like, this is something that we're really exploring. And then we got to see that Mary Charles, like, now she made that decision. Side note, I really love that conversation that Mary Charles and I cannot remember the owner name right now.
Oh.
But I really love that conversation that they had.
They're really good friends.
And I'm like, I want somebody like him. Like, because to me, it's like he just...
They get each other without being fake.
Yeah, without being fake. And they both come from different backgrounds, but it's like they still have this.
It's different, but it's very much alike.
Yeah, like they have this humanness that they have, this thing they have in common. But I like when he was just saying, like, people are shitty. Like, there are some really good people in the world, and there's some really shitty people in the world, and it's pretty much on how you decide to.
That's very true.
Work that out. So I love that conversation that they had. That was the one thing I really liked. Like Cam high scene, that was a waste of 10-15 minutes.
I was
like, what
confused.
The fuck? Where are we going here? Like, where?
I was confused on why it even came back up.
Who cares? Like, my thing is,
what was the purpose of that?
How is your mom getting raped?
Have to do with
you getting about you being in college and you was with a girl and you got an abortion. They was in high school. You got an abortion and
he didn't speak up. I guess.
It makes no sense. I didn't get the connection, and I just felt like it was like, oh well, you know what would be really funny is if we have him smoke this stuff and he has a conversation with a little man on the thing. Like, it was so stupid.
I just don't understand why.
And it made no sense.
What the purpose
Yeah, I just
so maybe it has something to do with his dad. And I guess everybody's having daddy issues.
Clearly.
Which I don't really understand.
Yeah.
So.
Like, why now? Like, I don't get... Like, say for... Like, just think about it. Why all of a sudden is Reggie dead coming back around? Like, I get that he's saying he's in a 12-step program and this is a part of his steps, but why right now? Like, I just feel like he just came...
So it's like everybody's having daddy moments.
Yeah, like, what? Where is... Like, but my thing is, it didn't make sense. Like, what... Is it because they lost Uncle... Because they lost their Uncle Julius and all of a sudden that was their dad? So now they're all realizing that they don't have a father figure in their life. So now they're searching for this father figure.
I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to give it one...
I'm going to try to give it one more season. Like, I just want to stick with it for Reggie and Missy.
Tie it in
to me,
next season.
Like, and then my thing is, why did they never pick up on the whole Light and Black, the photo shoot episode? Like,
that could have been a really side.
Yeah, like, they really could have... That girl could have came back and, did a smear campaign on Missy and, like, anything could have happened. But I don't know. Like, this, like you said, this season was just all over. What? Some water?
Your tea.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to tea. Go ahead. Sorry, y'all.
But, yeah, so I just didn't really understand where it was going. But, okay, so here's my question. So, when Reggie went to finally go see his dad, I'm just trying to figure out, like, did he have to go so hard on him? Like, I understand that he was hurt and his dad left, but I feel like he went really, really off the rails with him.
But I mean, if you've been abused by your dad,
but was he physically abused?
But that's what he said. He said you used to beat my ass and blah blah blah. Like whenever you was drunk, and so maybe that's why. But just like you said, like Survivor Remorse cast and the showrunner, what we don't understand is you need to give us something in the storyline, like some type of context
to make it understand.
Because what happens is out of nowhere,
it's all this anger.
All of a sudden, it's anger out of nowhere because his dad came up, But these last 2 seasons, we never even heard about his dad or even known he had issues with his dad.
So it's like it's coming out of left field. So that's why he go off. I'm like, damn, why are you going so hard on the man?
Like for nothing. He's
trying to,
like he's trying to make a difference, but
I don't know. I guess we'll find out next season. But I think it also may want to try to speak on the dynamic of the fact that maybe Reggie's father left him, and then Missy's father was always there, and them trying to maybe come to a balance, or
I don't get
how does that work?
I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe
I need to spell it out,
because
we shouldn't be having the brainstorming sessions on what these characters are supposed to be doing. Like that's what shouldn't be happening.
Missy taped that picture back together and put it back because I think family is really important to her.
Yeah,
so
and it's clear like she came from a very good family.
Yeah, but I hope it doesn't draw a wedge.
Yeah, because remember he said look, I'm telling you nicely, drop it. Like I don't want to do this no more.
But I love it because he walked past like I love the 90s.
Yeah. See, I love Reggie. Like, maybe that's why I just be hanging on because he just be like going hard.
I don't think it's gonna drive a wedge.
Then he be like, I want to hit that ass later. See you later.
They have like a weird relationship, but it works for them.
It does work for them.
Okay.
I love those two.
I'm trying to put you in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than your church shoes.
So let's jump into our showrunner of the week.
Ooh.
So Ambi, what you been watching?
So I have 2 showrunners of the week and an honorable mention.
Go.
So my honorable mention. Because I just want to have 3. It's okay.
Okay.
I call it what I want to do. Yeah. I don't know. It works.
Okay.
So my 2 candidates for showrunner of the week is, of course, How to Get Away with Murder. Because it was just so good this week. I think they just I just love like the twists and turns everything makes, and we just keep finding out like somebody's gonna die at the end of the season, and it makes you guess like who you think's gonna die. At first I was like, oh, it's gonna be West, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be her boyfriend. Like, now I don't know who's gonna die. And then another one is Luke Cage, was started last Friday. I mean, started this Friday.
Everybody has been talking about
and
Luke Cage.
Everybody has been watching it because, first of all, this is like black excellence at its finest. Like, everything about this show is amazing. Like, from the characters, blackness, the music, blackness, the slang, blackness. Like, everything about this show is amazing.
Luke Cage what do they call it?
He's going to be a defender.
Pause.
Oh, too deep.
Is it just... Yeah, because I don't know what the hell a defender is. Shit.
I'm sorry, I was getting into superhero language. That's the Marvel universe.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Is it like a comic or...
Yeah, so...
help me out with it.
So Luke Cage used to be a comic. Like, he's just a part of the Defender series.
I feel like I'm Crystal and you're Kid Fury.
It's okay.
So bring me in.
Yes, Kid Fury will be so proud.
Because I always do with Crystal like, what?
So pretty much. Like, so yeah, Luke Cage is a part of the Marvel universe.
Okay.
And he is a bulletproof. Like, he's like invincible. Like, he can get hit, he can get shot, he can do all this stuff, like, and nothing to penetrate him. Okay. So that's what he is. He's a superhero. He's probably going to be a part of the Defender. Like, if you heard about Avengers, it's going to be some Defenders. And this pretty much is who making up this universe. It's going to be him. Okay, I'm just going to stop because you don't even... Anyway, so yes.
Who the hell is the damn Avengers?
Angelina.
I mean, the group of people.
Sure. You know what Avengers are.
I feel like I've probably seen.
Oh my yes, everybody, the Iron Man, Thor.
Oh, all of them make up the Avengers.
Yes. Oh shit. All right, we're just gonna just wrap this on up. But
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna try to watch it.
When I tell you, it is so good. Like I'm already on episode 9, and I started on Saturday.
It's a Netflix series, though.
And it's on Netflix. And It's available now. Good job, the world and the internet. I only heard a couple of spoilers. I didn't hear a very big spoiler, so I'm glad that we're all getting on board about this binge watching and what you can and cannot say on social media. And then my honorable mention is Transparent, which is another series that comes on Amazon.
Okay.
And this series is pretty much about it was a father who decided that he's always had this desire when he was younger, but now he decided he's going to act on it, and he is transitioning into a woman. And it deals about the family aspect of it. This show just makes me feel good. Like I literally watch this show and just laugh. Like I love the show.
I feel like when we talk about our TV preferences, I'm more commercial and you're more indie. Because I have never heard of this before.
And I was gonna say something because like Caitlyn Jenner was like on like one of these episodes. I'm like, this bitch is making her rounds. Like she is gonna pop up on any trans show she can find.
But
yeah, I love Transparent, and it's like on the 3rd season. Okay. And I like the very first time because it's like
Netflix.
It's on Amazon Prime. Okay. So it's like
this will happen.
Yes, I have all of it.
This one you don't have cable.
Yeah, this one you don't have cable. You get to learn everything. But this is like it's like 30 minutes. Okay. So it's really like you can literally sit and fly through the whole season, which I like. Sometimes I have to slow myself down because I really, really enjoy this show. Yeah. And it's like it's 2 sisters and a brother. And it's just like this family is like they were fucked before it even began. Like the brother was being molested by their nanny, but the parents didn't know. Like it was so good, so juicy. I love it. So, yep, I'm almost done, and it's super good this season.
All right, Indy, TV watching.
Thank you. That's because I am truly a fan of good TV. Like, if it's a good show, like, I'll watch it. Yeah. Like, I'm always giving stuff, like, I literally, when they say the pilot episode, like, I give you a pilot. And if you can catch me on a pilot, then I'll stick with it. But if not, I'm like, next show.
All right, so, yeah, that sounds good.
That's me. All right, what you been? Well, who's your showrunner of the week?
Okay, I'll go with 3 too.
Okay.
So, Ayala Fix My Life, Healing House.
Yes, that was on Breakfast Club.
So good.
You know it started to get real if it ends up on the Breakfast Club.
Like I cried. I got angry. I could understand where some of them came from.
Why you get angry?
I got angry because Jamila had been raped, and I just feel like when people do that to children, like we talked about it on the last, it just makes you so angry. And then the fact that she has been holding on to that for so long, and she still almost couldn't get it out. And Ayala kind of checked her like, so when you gonna get over it? And not really like get over it, but when you gonna let it go? When you gonna stop repeating this? When you gonna stop replaying this over and over again? When you gonna take your life back? When you gonna allow him to stop having control over you? This is up to you. And she took that back, and she went again, and she held her, and she was like, what you want to say is, and I think she said, motherfucker. And she let her go, and she just started cussing his ass out. Like, it came up. Like,
she finally was able to deal with it.
Out, because before it was just like, you took my virginity, and you shouldn't have did that, and you lied on me. But when that cussing started to get the deep, you bring it up. And it was so cute because when she got done, she was like, I feel better.
Oh, I'm going to see if I can find this on my HBO thing. I mean, my off the thing. No, because I told you how I feel about her. Me and Oprah are not talking right now.
But this weekend they did the season finale.
Okay.
And not Oprah.
Oh, this was the season. So it was only 5 episodes?
It was a 4-part series.
Oh, 4. Oh, okay, cool.
And then, her series is going to go on. I think next she got like a 2-part with a broken family or something.
Okay, cool.
But this was just trying to dismantle
her whole season is pretty much the Healing House.
No, I think
Or
she's
is it
doing
just that
different
place?
things. These
Oh,
first 4
cool.
episodes, she did it as a healing house to dismantle the stereotype of the angry black woman.
Okay.
And I think what she got from this, and she said when the guys left, she realized that she'll probably have to do a healing house for men.
Yes, you do.
Because some of those men were really emotional and really have some issues, and it has really nothing to do with black women per se, but maybe their experiences growing up that they have decided not to let go of.
I think lately I've been realizing, like, guys really, like, to be a man, like, you really have to go through a lot, because not only, like, they go through the same things that we go through, you know, like work and body and, you know, just relationships, period.
We don't realize it.
But the thing is, like, they don't get to be emotional. Like, yes, they can be emotional, but society and, you know, like, the norm is not for them to be emotional. Like, it's to man up, deal with it. You know, life happens, but, like, we get to be a little bit more emotional with it. So I just kind of feel bad for, like, I mean, not saying I feel bad for guys, but I just feel like, with, of course, with everything that's going on in the country, and then just seeing, like, just talking to me, and, like, I just really have been realizing, like, they have a lot on their shoulders, like,
they do.
A lot. And I don't think that it's so many, as many resources as we have, like, I don't think that they have. Yeah, like, I don't think they have the resources, and especially, like, a lot of these guys don't even have, like, mental, like, they don't have anybody to go to.
They don't have the male figure.
Yeah.
That's a positive male figure.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I've just been really feeling a lot for guys, so just pray for your guy, or give your guy a hug if you see one.
Amen.
Okay.
But yeah, so I just thought it was interesting that Rick Ross' girlfriend, Lyric, she didn't do the follow-up.
Okay.
So they did the 4 month after, you know, see where everybody was at after they left the healing house. And she was the only one that didn't make an appearance.
Why she didn't do it?
They don't know. They said they reached out to her and she just didn't respond.
And her issue was that she was needy, right?
No, her issue was her father abandoned her.
Oh.
And so she looked for love in the bed of other men. She looked for that love in the bed of other men.
Okay.
And so I thought she did good. 'Cause she was the youngest. She's been through a lot. And I thought she really did good. But I don't know, maybe. Because Iyanla said, she says, I'm going to tell y'all. Just because y'all made over, don't mean that everybody in your life is made over.
This is true.
She's like, and I promise you, as soon as you get home, there's going to be a major blow up. And it's going to be up to you to take the tools that you have used here to deal with that situation. And I don't know if maybe that blow up she wasn't able to deal with.
Get through it,
Yeah, so I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
But Iyanla was good. I'll keep watching. I'll let you know what happens next.
Okay.
Also, Pitch. I'm really a fan of this Pitch show.
You really like it? Okay. It's officially going on my radar now. If you keep talking about it.
I really like it. I don't know why, but I do. I don't even like baseball, so don't ask me.
Yeah, I'm about to say, is that heavy? Because baseball is so boring to me.
Well, it's heavy because she's the first
player.
Female in the NFL, not the NFL, but the NBL, National Basketball League. So that's how that goes, but I think it's her trying to find her place. Like, she's surrounded by men, men that think she's not supposed to be there. She got a coach, she got an agent that really didn't listen to her. She kind of told her, like, hey, yeah, I'm the boss. And I'm trying to figure out what happened to her brother, because her brother used to be her manager, but then her brother decided it would be better for her agent now to take over and be her agent. But he told her, remember, you are always in charge. Like, this is your life. You are the boss. So you can make the final decision. And so I think this week was her kind of showing that she needs to have her voice when it comes to what she wants to do, because her coach had said something about her prior to her coming to the team, about her just being a female. And she wanted to put out a statement backing her coach. And her manager said, no, it's not the time. You don't need to do that. And, well, she didn't do that first. First, she told her to write the story, and she walked away. And she didn't write it. So when the captain came up, like, I thought you were going back, she said, I did back it. He, like, I didn't see anything on the TV or anything. So she got mad at her, and at the end, she had went on, like, Jimmy Fallon, and she was supposed to be, like, her closet or something cute. And she was like, I'm not really in the mood for that. And she backed her coach on live TV. And her manager came out and she said, next time I tell you to make a statement, you make a statement. But it was good.
My cousin, she tweeted something about, like, just seeing similarities in herself with the character that's in the picture or whatever. Yeah, she's like, I really enjoy this series. She's like, because there's certain challenges you have. Like, and my cousin just graduated from college. Okay. So it's like, now she's like kind of hey, baby. It's her first real job right out of college. So I think, this is the same thing with her going into this new area. And you kind of just have to fill out, and you really do have to kind of like find your own way. And I think that can translate outside of just baseball. So absolutely. I'm going to watch this show.
And my Ratchet Juiciness basketball.
Oh, God. I was like this close to watching it, and then I just kept watching Luke Cage.
I have this one thing to say.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear about Jackie ass no more.
Duffy.
Oh, Duffy. Okay.
Now, I completely agree with Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tammy not fucking with her, but they're going to Portugal. Portugal.
I seen somebody tweet like, so you missed your son's graduation, but then you went and go get your ass beat in Portugal or wherever they went.
Exactly. So here's my thing. So they're sitting at the table, and Tammy was like, I don't want to be around her. I don't want to be in her presence. If she's going to be there, I just won't come. Mm-hmm. So Jackie kind of was saying, oh, shit, now I got to split up my activities between the two. Mm-hmm. So they came in the room. Tammy's trying to be a big girl. She leaves, her and Shawnee. But they sat at the door. So Duffy was saying something to the fact like, I don't understand what's all this tension about. I thought she would be okay. I don't understand why now we have to do separate group events. Like, that's the feast of purpose of having a girls trip. And I didn't think it was going to be like this. Malaysia, like, you knew it was going to be like this. And she was like, no, I didn't, because if I knew, I wouldn't have missed my son's graduation, and he's been away from her 30. Malaysia was like, well, first of all, I would have never missed my son's graduation. Right. I would have came the next day.
What? Exactly.
So
just because you want to be on reality TV.
So that's your fault. I did not feel sorry for her. I was completely blind. Like, you dumb as hell. Who would miss their child's graduation to be with a whole bunch of petty bitches? No, sorry, y'all not petty, but sometimes
everybody else. People be petty. Everybody a little petty. That's okay.
That's okay. I still love y'all, and I still watch y'all and support y'all, and we could always be friends. I'm just saying, sometimes be real petty on this show.
They do be some petty bitches.
But, like, I would never.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, but next episode, she gonna get her ass beat. We'll see what happens.
By who, Tammy?
Yep.
Yikes.
They're gonna be at the table. Something gonna happen. Tammy gonna pull away from that table. But somehow Brandy is in the middle of it. Because I think Brandy is trying to hold Tammy back instead of walking to the side. Because
has Brandy's storyline got any better, or she's still talking she want to be her husband, she don't want to be her husband?
Alrighty, so that's not. You said you had some premiere dates?
I just want to know.
That was shady as hell.
I just wanted to know, did they... Speaking of, before we get off the topic, but speaking of Basketball Wives LA, have you seen Drea? Drea just got that Vogue, like, Brazil.
Yeah. Drea said, I'm going to start this to some class.
Yes. I'm like, I love Drea. Go ahead, Drea. I want her to have a reality show. She can do like Evelyn and just go on Wii or something.
Just do Wii. Okay.
Just change over.
So you have some premiere dates for us?
I have some premiere dates. So the Black Ink Crew will be starting back up today at 9 p.m.
Black Ink Chicago?
I don't know. It just said Black Ink Crew.
I think it's Black Ink Chicago.
One of them.
I might want to watch it.
I keep hearing that show is like really good, but I haven't watched any
Black
of it.
Ink.
Yeah. They said they get really ratchet in there.
I heard Black Ink was really good. Uh-huh. I slightly watched the like last 3 episodes of Black Ink Chicago, and it was low-key good.
I'm going to have to star. Okay. Conviction, which I don't know anything about that, but it's a show that's starting on ABC at 10 o'clock. I need to look that one up. Timeless, that keeps coming on Hulu if you have it, like as an episode premiere. That's starting on NBC at 10 p.m. These are all Monday night shows. The BET Hip Hop Awards will be Tuesday at 8 o'clock. That's hosted by DJ Khaled.
You should have told that. It's not going to get out until Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, y'all probably watched it already. And Y'all probably done seen some clips on YouTube by now. But No Tomorrow, that starts on Tuesday at WC. Actually, a lot of the CW shows start this week, so you may want to check that if you have anything that you like to watch, except for Jane the Virgin. That hasn't started back up
It's
yet.
okay. I'm almost done with season 2 on Netflix.
Okay, you got a lot of catch up. Ain't that some long-ass episodes? Them seasons are like 20
Shit. I had to look, because normally I just like play it and it'll just keep playing back to back. I had to go to the season 2.
Yeah, it's a lot of episodes. And I realized that because I was watching my favorite show, Spotted. What is it called? Gossip Girl. Oh. And I was catching up on that on Netflix. And I'm like, it was like 20 episodes a season. Like, it's a lot. But anyways, iHeartRadio Festival is coming on CW on Wednesday at 8. And then Divorce and Insecure starts this Sunday on HBO.
So can we just go, okay, so if you have not seen the first episode of Insecure,
we'll just see you tomorrow. We'll see you next week. Turn it off. See you later. We love you. But not everybody else got the sneak peek.
That watch that sneak peek on demand. Insecure might be my new show.
I
feel like she was speaking to my soul.
And I got a cute little tidbit.
Go.
Guess who do the music for Insecure?
Drake?
No, Solange. Come through, Solange.
I haven't yet to like listen to that album all the way through, but I heard it's lit.
Yes. Yeah, I started listening to Solange album and I was just like, you know what? I need to be in the proper place in my life. Like, I just can't be half listening. Like, I need to get my mind together.
Listen, and people kept talking to me. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I can't do this. I need to get my mind together. I had one earpiece that wasn't working. I said, no, fuck this. I'm going to get earphones so I can listen to this in its entirety. Because I need to listen to it exactly how the queen want me to listen to it.
I can't wait because I heard it's fire. But, so Insecure.
This show, okay, y'all. Off topic, we had like a real like moment about Insecure. Like, this show is just everything. Like, it's literally. So just take your conversation with all your homegirls over these last 2 to 3 years, if you're in your late 20s, and just put it on TV. Because that's exactly what it is. That's all
I feel like I'm her friend. What she call her?
Missy. No, what is it? Molly. Broke pussy.
Broke pussy. I still feel like I'm the friend of the broke pussy.
Maybe it's really scam. Broke pussy. Hey, but she was getting it.
But then my other favorite part was when she was in the car with old guy and he was talking about Drake. He was
like, all y'all black schoolgirls love Drake. She's like, because he really gets us. Drake do be getting us because he always,
all the time.
First of all, he always puts out the HBCUs. He always say every single he has not missed the album where he did not call out an HBCU, and he always let you know, like, yeah, but I know you gotta do your homework. Maybe do about the pool, like, because Drake
really does get
Drake gets the black woman. That's all I'm saying.
Especially the black HBC chick.
Yes, the black grad. That is all who Drake gets.
Okay, so once again, if you are, hopefully everybody that has already watched it is still listening.
Yes.
But if you stayed on here anyway,
just come on for the ride so you can have something
get
to listen
on.
to.
Like, I'm excited about it.
I love it. So
is it going to come on every Sunday?
Every Sunday it's coming on right after I was about to say Jessica Simpson. Right after Carrie new show, Divorce. Okay. So I think Divorce is going to come on at 10. I think that's only a half an hour show, and then Instagram come at 10:30. So I think we should all support the show.
But this one is coming out this Monday.
This is the true premiere. Yeah, this is the true premiere.
This is the one we already saw.
This is the one we already saw. Yeah.
Okay, so we won't see the real new episodes of next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this show is pretty much about a woman who Issa Rae play herself in this, and
it's the awkward black girl.
Literally, the awkward black girl brought to you on HBO.
HBO, pretty much.
So there you go. Take it as that. If you haven't watched that, watch that before you watch it, and then it all makes sense because even the little coworkers, like, because you start getting it like when she was at the office.
Yeah, I saw the
office. It's kind of just exactly like how it was on Awkward Black Girl.
It was so funny. I was just putting pieces together, like, so I stopped when I finally got done. I was like, I'm about to go to sleep. I said, so they just bought her Awkward Black Girl series and made it into HBO series.
And that's how you do it. And mind you, won't he do it?
Get money.
Won't he do it? You start a YouTube series that start making its rounds and all of a sudden it's on the network, HBO. Won't he do it? Because HBO is the best network. The best premium network. I'm sorry.
Shoot, I thought that was your
No, it wasn't. I was crippled this week. It's okay.
Okay, anything else?
But it's just so good. No, I just think we should all watch Insecure, like, all the time. Like, this may be our one hope for our living single and girlfriends just all put together.
This might be the one that put it together.
But yeah.
I'm excited.
I want us all to watch it, please.
Yes. Okay.
Let's support. But that's it.
Well, that's all I have. You said you're good?
Yep, I'm good.
Well, this has been another episode of Dear Showrunners. If you have any questions, comments, or any concern, you can always shoot us an email at
DearShowrunners@gmail.com. And our mailbox is empty, so come on. Come on through. Just say hi or something.
And then if you want to, you can always follow us on Twitter at
DearShowrunners. And I've actually been tweeting lately.
I did see that. And then I'm back on Instagram, so I'm on one form of social media.
She's going to get on Twitter because I'm tired of these games, but go ahead.
And you can always catch us on Facebook at
Dear Showrunners, the page. Like us, comment, come talk to us. I put some articles up there every now and then when I find something that's cool. I try to put it up there. I was going to put that Variety article that talked about Insecure, but I kind of didn't like how they was describing it because they was colorful language. Like,
don't do it.
Any other white show would have all these cussing and don't nobody call it colorful. But anyways, yes. But that's how I found out Solange is the music director. So there we go.
Okay, cool. Well,